So hello and welcome back. Today I want to cover how to use the search for new keyword and ad group ideas search at the very top here, as you can see, effectively. Now obviously today I want to teach you how to use the Google Keyword Planner, but keeping in mind that I know you have a specific goal in mind, whether it be trying to figure out if a specific niche in your market is profitable or not. Perhaps you are in that product development stage, or perhaps you have a different product or service and you really want to figure out the keywords that are profitable enough to eventually rank on Google, to use their Google AdWords, to use search engine optimization, to use video marketing. There are many different routes that you could go to, and I'm not really going to specifically focus on any of them, but I want you to realize that the best route is probably to start with a general keyword. Now, I'm not thinking about a general keyword like, for example, puppy training. I'm not thinking about dog training. I am thinking about puppies. So because you might miss out on specific profitable keywords along the way. So that's why you want to start out with a more general keyword. So let's say, for example, I am doing puppy training, but I want to kind of get a bird's eye view on all the keywords that might be related to puppy training. So I'm going to just type in puppy and see what I get. If I don't get the results that I'm looking for, obviously I can redo it and go from that point as well. You can also enter your landing page here. So if you don't know where to start, then you can also enter that here, and you can also choose a product category. So as you can see with the categories, there are many different categories. You can either choose all categories or specific categories. And there are actually subcategories within the categories. So let's say, for example, food and groceries. You'll notice that there are beverages, food, household supplies, and online grocery shopping and grocery delivery. We can also click on all categories at the top to go back to the main categories. Now, if we go through here and we don't really find what we're looking for, that's fine. You don't have to choose these options, and they are not required. You do need to enter a keyword or a landing page and so forth. Now, in terms of targeting, if you really don't know where to start, then I wouldn't really specify a specific location. But let's say, for example, that you have done the proper research already and you know that your target market is in a specific location. So you can actually type in that specific location right here. So let's say, for example, that I have already done my research. I'm already in the puppy training niche, and I know that the majority of puppy trainers, or the people that I'm trying to reach that want puppy training, are located in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you type in Atlanta, you'll actually see all the cities that relate to Atlanta, and then you can see the state as well. Or Washington. So it could be Washington, D.C., Washington State, other cities as well. Now, right now, I'm not going to do any location targeting, but I just wanted to show you that option there if you want to find a specific location. So you can enter other countries, Australia, Sydney, Australia, UK, anywhere in the world that they have listed. Under languages, you have different types of languages, and these are primarily the Google search engines for these languages. And in this case, I'm going to keep it at English. You have Google search. So you can either do the main Google search or Google and its search partners. So Google has other search partners out there and websites basically allowing you to search. But in this case, we're going to keep it Google. Negative keywords are basically this. Let's say, for example, that I type in puppy, and I get a bunch of keyword phrases that relate to a specific word. So let's say, for example, that specific word is free. So one of the keywords are free puppy training or free puppy obedience training. Those keyword phrases with that specific negative keyword will be removed. So that gives you the ability to remove keywords. So going down, we have date range. This allows you to specify the data, the hard data that you want for a specific given date term. So you can do 1 year, you could do 6 months. Just keep in mind that the shorter you go, the less data you will probably get. You can also compare them. You can compare the previous period versus the same period last year. And you can also customize a specific period as well that you want to compare it to. So let's say, for example, we want to compare this year versus last year, or this year versus the last 6 months previous of May 2013. So that gives you the option there if you want it to do so as well. But by default, it will show the last 12 months. You can also customize your search with keyword filters. So as you can see, the average monthly searches for a given keyword. You can say something like, I only want keyword phrases that have 2,000 or more monthly searches, or a suggested bid, or a suggested ad impression share. You can also specify, okay, I only want keyword phrases that have high competition, or medium competition, or low competition. So if I don't want a lot of competition, I can either do low and medium. If I want to go into a market to know, and I'm doing market research, and I want to know if there's a lot of competitors, because as you know, a lot of competitors tend to signify a good amount of buyers. So competition is good. So if you're doing market research, you might want to do the higher and the medium versus the low. So really, depending on your needs, you really can use the Google Keyword Planner effectively for you. Now we've got keyword options. You can only show ideas closely related to my search terms. So if you don't want to veer off too far and you want to keep close to something like puppy training or whatever you're searching for, then you can click here. You can show the keywords in your account so that you can use it later on. Show the keywords in your plan, and you can also show adult ideas. You can include and exclude. This will allow you to only include keywords containing the following terms. So if you really want to dig deep, but at the same time, you only want to show keyword phrases that relate to, let's say, for example, training, then everything related to puppy training is going to show up. So if it doesn't have the word training, it will not show up. Now, you can also exclude keywords from containing any of these following terms. So let's say, for example, I include the keyword adults and senior, so that if adult or senior comes in to my list of keyword phrases, it will not show up because I am focusing on puppy training. So let me actually dig a little bit deeper and let's get some ideas about puppy. Now in the next video, I'm going to dig a little bit more deeper and actually show you how to effectively use all of these different types of searches and so forth. But for now, as you can see, if you type in puppy, you got ad group ideas and keyword ideas. And if you've gone through everything and you really don't like what you see, you can always change the keyword up here and simply click on Get Ideas. So I'm going to stop right there and we'll move on to the next video.